All right, welcome back, everybody. Randy White here, Unwired Appalachia podcast. This is a special one. You've seen our uh, all mountain softball recently. We're working on baseball, getting it out, got the list done. So, without further ado, I guess the 2026 Appalachian newspapers all mountain baseball team. These things are never easy. Very, very talented players we got here. So if you're honorable mention, you can play. If you're third team, you can play. If you're second team, you can play. If you're first team, you had an outstanding season. So with all that said, here we go. All Mountain Player of the Year nominees. Jonah Hicks from Pike Central. He can do a little bit of everything. He's all over the KHSA top 50 in pitching and hitting. Hazard's Tucker Napier. Paintsville's Anderson Lawfer. Pikeville's Bash Ryan. Bash was probably their only senior. Great career there, Bash Ryan. He's signed to play college. Chase Priest from Johnson Central and Cole Rattler from East Ridge. All these guys had outstanding seasons. But when it came down to it, our All Mountain Player of the Year was Chase Priest from Johnson Central. Winning means a little bit, so Chase had a great year. Pitched, hit. He was the power guy. He was one of the power pitchers as well. Like outstanding season, outstanding run for Johnson Central. What a great year for those guys down there. Moving on, congrats to Chase Priest, a well-deserved Player of the Year. All Mountain Coach of the Year nominees: Sean Hall, Johnson Central; Bryce Tucker from Prestonsburg; Michael Hagee from Belfry; John Meehan from Perry Central; and Brian Dean from Hazard. What a list of coaches there, man. Uh, with that being said, we could not figure out not just one Coach of the Year, not two. We had a three-way tie here, so we very rarely do that, and usually we try to do Coach of the Year. But these guys all had great seasons, so we said, "Well, why not? We haven't done 3 in a while." And we'll give you some reasons. Sean Hall at Johnson Central, probably the region favorite from the get-go. They win the region, they go to state, they have a great showing down there. Outstanding here, Prestonsburg, Bryce Tucker. That team played really well, they kept improving. They gave Johnson Central all they wanted in the 15th region semifinals. Oh, outstanding season. That team played really well. And then Michael Hagee at Belfry, this team, they played really, really well all season, maybe overachieved from some. I mean, a lot of people didn't know how the hitting would be. They didn't know the depth would be there for pitching. Belfry was right there talent-wise with everybody. They made a great run. Just came up a little bit short. So with all that said, we just said all three, Coach Hall, Coach Tucker, Coach Hagee, congrats. We couldn't figure out who had the better season, if that makes sense. So we just said, "We'll give it all 3 of them. They all had great years. Hard to argue. Even if you look at Coach Meehan and Coach Dean, they had outstanding seasons as well. But we thought these 3 just impeccable seasons, and so we gave it all 3. So congrats to all 3 coaches. Well, great jobs. I mean, great guys too. All these guys are great guys. Okay, so moving on after Coach of the Year. So how we do this? Like sometimes we get asked a few questions, right? So if you're player of the year, we don't put you on the first team, but if you're a player of the year nominee and you don't win, you automatically earn a spot on the first team. So I hope that's some clarity to some listeners out there, some readers out there, because we hear that. Well, why? Because some people like to put their player of the year on the all mountain team as well. We figure if you're player of the year, you're player of the year. You don't need to be on the first team. You've got enough shine as it is, right? That's at least my logic. I don't know if it's good logic, but that's our logic. So, Tucker, first team All Mountain Baseball. Tucker Napier from Hazard, Anderson Lawford from Paintsville, Bash Ryan from Pikeville, Cole Rattler from East Ridge, Jonah Hicks from Pike Central, Brody Napier from Prestonsburg, Sam Hyden from Prestonsburg, Dixon. Now, sorry, Dixon, I'm going to butcher your last name. I want to try to get it right. I want to try to pronounce it. Dixon Kinchalop. I don't know if that's right, but we're gonna go with it. And if it's wrong, please excuse me. I don't mean to make fun of your last name. I just can't say it. I'm just not that smart, I guess. Chase Bundy from Belford getting back into it. Gage Burgett from Pikeville. Braxton Perry from Johnson Central. Braden Shepard from Johnson Central. I know Braden Shepard got injured at the end of the year, right? But he still played the whole season. I think he got injured maybe the last regular season game. We're not going to penalize him and put him second or third team because of an injury. That kid can play. He might even had an argument for Player of the Year nomination. So we're not going to kill him over an injury when he played the whole season. Gray Darrifield from Lawrence County, Tate Wise from Perry Central, David Michael Hagee from Belfry, Logan Wolford from Phelps, Bryce Bentley from Shelby Valley, Michael Trusty from McGoffin County, Trace Kincaid from Hazard, Corbin Ratliff, I think just a middle schooler from Pike Central. Great future ahead there. Gavin Fitzpatrick from Tug Valley, Connor Napier from Knott Central, and Bryce Hagee from Belford. That's our first teamers. All these guys, outstanding seasons. If they didn't hit 400 or above as hitters, they were close to it. And if they were pitchers, that means they had some of the best ERAs, most strikeouts, most wins, whatever. I mean, these guys had outstanding seasons. Even the second team, a lot of these guys had great numbers. I mean, just very, very good numbers for a lot of these guys. Second team All Mountain, Aiden Burke from Mingo Central, Chandler Copley from Tug Valley, Luke Hall from Prestonsburg, Cruz Clark from Prestonsburg, Barrett Hunter from Prestonsburg, Kyler Callahan from Johnson Central, Caleb Callahan from Johnson Central, Levi Pennington from Johnson Central, Braxton Davis from Lawrence County, Bodie Mayer from Lawrence County, Dante Davis from Belfry, Colton Varney from Shelby Valley, Brody Hall from Pacefield, Lucas Stewart from Pacefield, Jace Cantrell from East Ridge, Grant Tomlinson from Pikeville, Grayson Reed from Pikeville, Parker Magger from Prairie Central, Reese Norman from Phelps, Samuel Whitaker from Jenkins, Clint Davidson from Hazard, Mason Amberger from Knott Central, and Mason McKenzie from Johnson Central. That's our second teamers. Getting into it, here we go. All Mountain third team. Grayson Lafferty from Prestonsburg, Brady Allen from Prestonsburg, Dalton Boner from Johnson Central, Jacoby Little from Hazard, Dalton Richardson from Tug Valley, Luke Stratton from Paintsville, Colton Short from Paintsville, Lucas Varney from Pike Central, Jacoby Gibson from East Ridge, Michael Blair from East Ridge, Stephen Vipperman from Belfry, Zach Fight from Belfry, Eli Cottle from Belfry, uh, Brant Pennington from Floyd Central, Mason Anderson from Floyd Central, Michael Parks from Knott Central, Aiden Mann from Martin County, Jaden Ambergy from Letcher Central, Dylan Eldridge from Letcher Central, Devin Gayhart from Perry Central, Sheldon Ritchie from Perry Central, Evan Bell from Shelby Valley, Caden Thompson from Pikeville, Zach McCoy from Pikeville, Carson Powers from Johnson Central, and Ryan Fabian from Mingo Central. Again, all these guys had great seasons. These guys on honorable mention had some great seasons. Some of them might have been injured, whatever, but still, some of these guys are young. You're going to see them move up in the years. If you're honorable mention, you had a great, great season as well. So, with that being said, look at Shelby Valley. They had some really good players there that were honorable mention, could have been first, second, third team, and probably not a lot of questions. Lincoln Taylor, we include him. He got injured very early on. He's probably one of these kids who probably should have been first, second team, but he got injured very early in the season. He's a senior. We hate to see his career come to the end that way. Great career as an athlete up at Shelby Valley. He had some great, great careers, football, baseball. Just a great kid too. So we hate to see the injury cut somebody short, but if you play a couple games, we're still going to recognize you for what you did. A kid like Gavin Tackett is a young kid up there. Brett Spurgel, another guy, had a really good season up there. Then you look at Pikeville, another team that's filled with young kids with a loaded team. Caden Justice was an honorable mention. Cooper Scott, Isaiah Coleman, Cade Newsom, all those guys could have easily been first, second, or third teamers. And I don't think a lot of people would have said anything about it. And Prairie Central, I mean, here's some big names at honorable mention that, had really good seasons. Mason Sumner, Connor Perkins, Dylan Elkins, and Corbin Wooten. All those guys could have probably been first, second, third teamers. It's just we've had so many good kids this year. And another thing, and for clarification before we go, so sometimes when I'm writing these, I'm typing them up. When we first do these, I'm writing them down on hand. So if you see your kid's name and maybe I forgot, or if it looks a little different in the paper, it means I made a mistake somewhere. I left the name out because there is a lot of names and we do make mistakes. So I know, so I've had a couple people say, Well, when you did the podcast, you didn't mention so and so, and then I seen the paper and they were whatever team. It's because I left them off somewhere during the process. But just a little clarification because we do make a couple mistakes here and there. We're going on up to them. We don't run from them because we're just human. We can't help it. But great guys, baseball season. It was such a fun year. We're looking forward to next year was baseball, but before that, football season is right around the corner. You'll be seeing plenty of interviews with coaches, players, hopefully, feature stories, all that stuff. So we'll see you really soon on Wired Appalachia. I'm Randy White, Corey Vance. Check us out on all of our social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, whatever. Just look, we'll probably be there.